Hey, Kimberly. Hey, Travis. I don't know where to put this. That doesn't have to be sideways if I'm just going to read it. Travis, and you?
Hey, Kimberlia. Hey, Travis. Kimberlia, what you doing in Florida today?
Should I just put it on? Kim, I'm going to give you a little hint about where we are. You're the only one on right now. But Jenny's on. Hey, Jenny.
Hey, Jenny.
I told them we were at one of our favorite places.
Okay, I don't think I knew
I
who that
know.
is. So Jenny got the,
Hey, Amy.
Jenny said she got the coins in with the balloons in.
Uh-huh.
Hopefully they can work with it.
I know. I'm sorry.
What?
Kim needs these chips. I'm shining up with
Yeah.
them.
This place is real Mexican, y'all. And we got back from Cozumel, where I used to go every 2 weeks diving.
How bad? Wait, hold on. Amy's saying,
So
how bad was it, Amy? 'Cause we're getting ready, kind of. It's like a hurricane party for us. This is how we're getting ready.
You have to tell me what the question is. I don't know what you're saying.
Are we getting ready for the weather coming through? And Angela Antona's on.
Hey, Anthony.
Yes, Kim, share to the group, please.
You need to say what they're saying so I can
Oh.
hear it.
Well, I don't think I can see what
I'm good. Just support whatever they're posting. Please say it so I can hear it.
Amy says there's been about 3 tornadoes on the ground so far.
She's in Texas.
And Angela says I'm driving, but hello.
So Jenny and everybody else that doesn't know Angela Cunningham, she's my sister, not really my sister, but my heart sister. We were roommates in college and stuff, and she married my best friend for my entire life. My kids call him Nunk and her Antina. It's a southern thing.
Amy Derrick says, yes, we're in Central Texas, but it's heading your way.
Yeah, but it's almost here, and we'll be home before it hits on the island. I guarantee you, we won't have electricity.
Amy says they're in Waco. And Jenny says, nice to meet you, Angela.
Hey, Sam.
Oh, hey, Sam.
So, Jenny, they call Angela's husband, Stephen, my best friend, Nunk. N-U-N-K, I guess, right? Nunk, because they couldn't say uncle when they were young, so they called him Nunk. And she's Antina instead of Aunt Angela. And, it's just how it came out.
Yvette wants to know what her favorite Mexican food is.
Mine's tamales and hers are enchiladas.
Nachos.
If
I
if you don't have
you were wrong.
if you don't have enchiladas, it'd be nachos. But yeah, collectively together, it would be nachos.
But my gauge for a Mexican restaurant is their enchiladas. I have to have enchiladas the first time we go to a new Mexican
My
restaurant.
gauge for a Mexican restaurant is the tamales, which we make our own tamales at home, but so it's not really fair to the restaurant.
Is that time?
I'm sure it is.
Want me to put it on?
Yes, sir.
Well, authentic tacos, yes, but so
Hello.
Pozole, yes, that's good too. There's 11 of us on, and we were trying to wait for a few more. Oh, I have to get your recipe, Yvette, because I love enchiladas.
All right, so Sam Krause is, as you can see, per your question, I'm in the back corner, with brick walls behind me, and nobody can get to me or my family members. It's how I always sit, condition that away, because I know, just like Popeye's fried chicken, sugar turned to shit, and everybody's going down, right? But and we're just trying to shoot a little video for YouTube and social media, etc. We're literally like 15 downloads away from 32,000, y'all. So I'm just smoking it and killing it. And so we want to explore all the different avenues. We gained like 4 YouTube viewers today.
Hey, Cassie. Sorry, Cassie.
Yeah, keep talking to them. You ordered this shirt, Amy Derrick?
Yes, she ordered that shirt.
Hey, we got
It's
some
coming soon.
really cool designs, y'all. Brad and Tanya Trull rocked it, and Brad is a lifelong career law enforcement officer, and Tanya was with the sheriff's office for a long time too. So their company is Blue Line Graphics. What?
JR Lauderman's on.
Okay. Hey, John. That's my first supervisor at Livingston Parish Sheriff's Office. Boy, we could tell some stories, huh, John?
He says, "Hey there, the podcast is awesome. My dad has said great things about you."
Okay, so it might be John Jr. I remember when he was born, and then he went into the Army, if I'm not mistaken. So John and I, his daddy and I were both Army vets, and then we had a very good career together. Like stories we can't tell. But,
Yes, Amy, you'll get yours soon. That'll be cool going to that. She's going to the Texas Department of Emergency Management Conference next week. So it's going to be a while before she gets her shirt. So that everybody's just kind of saying hey to everybody. And that's so cute that JR, his dad, his son saying stuff.
oh, I remember JR. If it's John Jr.,
It's got to be John.
I
Jr.
remember. So I knew you were before you could remember things, I promise you.
And Kim's talking about the pink. She's all about the pink shirt. That was a special edition.
We can sorely get it done.
that Tanya made just for me because I said I wanted pink, but we can certainly get one for you, Kim.
Or for anyone.
Oh, for anyone.
We can do any color, any design. If y'all have something cool, we're going to do some stuff for Crime Con, special shirts, and just got a lot of stuff going on, y'all.
Sam wants you to say a John story.
Oh my God.
And
can't.
Dara Reeves is on. She says,
Hey,
I need
Dara.
to know about the food. Is there queso? How spicy do they do the Mexican food in Louisiana?
You know you got a good Mexican place when they obviously know English, right? So when they speak no English.
Or when you go to Cancun, I mean to
I
Cos.
said that earlier. We went to Cos, Big Diver, Big Diver. We literally ate there. I know all the hole in the wall places in Cos, and the dive master has them turned down. Dive master. I mean, I keep my equipment down there, my diving equipment, etc. So we know every local place, non-tourist trap to go. Just like we do in New Orleans, when y'all come up to CrownCon, you're going to be blessed. But this place is, we got off the plane because it came here to eat on our way home. So yeah, it's like, and it's in like an old Wendy's or something. I mean, it's like reconverted, but it's been here for at least 12, 15 years, I guess.
So, J.R. Lauderman says, yes, I'm Junior.
Awesome. Hey, good to see you not in diapers.
Yes. And Kim is saying she has to order shirts so she can have them for CrimeCon. And Yvette says she wants teal shirts, please.
Teal.
It's a pretty color.
I like teal. Don't we have something? Didn't Tanya do one in teal? Like
No.
a white look?
We have the police line
Oh,
one.
okay, yeah. We do have the thin blue line one that I wore last weekend, y'all, which is a cool.
And Amy says I'm all about pink.
Blow it up.
She wants a trucker hat. Amy Derrick wants a trucker hat.
Okay, all right. Hats, we're working on that.
Jenny wants to know what you dive for.
Just to be underwater. Yeah. I would sit on the bottom of my swimming pool with a tank just so I can be underwater. And I just love water. I'm a water baby.
Kim, when you order, I'll know, but just put what you want with your pink. So if you want black and pink, white and pink, whatever color in pink, or whomever orders, but I'm just addressing you because you said you're going to order today. And tote bags. I want to get some tote bags for CrimeCon, so that would be amazing. Sam asked that. And Cassie says teal was the color for her wedding.
Cool.
Yeah. And Yvette says mine too.
Really? Teal, I didn't even know they did colors for weddings.
No, because we got married. Tell them our wedding story.
Hey, this is really funny, y'all. We've known each other our whole entire lives, and long story short, we got back together, and I just called him one day from the state police headquarters and said, get ready, I'm gonna come pick you up. We're gonna get married. So we'll go to the Justice of the Peace, and I'll walk in, and the guy sitting behind the desk, I had arrested.
P-Mall's on, baby.
Hey,
we got
P-Mall.
a celebrity.
P-Mall, the famous P-Mall.
P-Mall.
Yeah. And,
We'll tell you that story later.
so I
guys.
walk into the Justice of Peace, and his son, the Justice of Peace, son is sitting behind the desk. It's like 7 o'clock at night, and he sees me, and his eyes go bloop.
Can you back
What?
up? Explain where we go to the Justice of the Peace, what it is?
Why?
Because they do your
Justice
registration.
of the Peace. Okay, wait, okay. All right, she's right. So the Justice of the Peace is a
Stop
shop because it's a barber shop where I got my hair cut.
Before we got married.
You could go
She
in.
said LMAO. Yvette
You
did.
could go in and on the
Get your state registration.
vehicle inspections, license for your vehicles, everything else. Also, you could get married and the whole 9 yards. So I digress. You're right. I should have said that. So it's a one-stop shop. I call her. This is Cindy and I don't even know what our anniversary date is officially. I think so. Thank you. And so we walk in. Dude's sitting behind the desk. It's dark outside. It was winter time, so it's already dark. And walk in, and he just asked him, boop. And it was like, I guess he thought I was there to arrest him again or something. And he's like, Mr. Woody, can I help you? And I said, I'm here to see your dad, because I call him. I knew the guy, the JP, the Justice of the Peace. And I said, I'm here to see your dad. His dad lived in the home behind him. He picked up the phone, he called and said, Detective Overton's here to see you. His eyes are still all big, but then we got married, sit at the little desk. And
Wait, no.
what?
We needed witnesses.
Oh, I'm sorry. We needed witnesses. So the guy that I arrested was our witness for our marriage. I'm sorry. I forgot about that.
So Woody got a haircut, and then
I got a haircut.
while we were waiting for the man to come to the front, the Jeopardy was on, and you and I were bickering over the correct answer for Jeopardy. You don't remember that?
No, I don't, but I'm sure you do. So yeah, actually
Amy Derrick says yes.
our marriage certificate is our witness is signed by a guy that I arrested.
And he's since died.
Yes, that's true. So that's funny.
And
Who
Cassie
else?
says oh, and Amy's saying yes. Okay, so what questions do we have?
Hey, but let me talk about PMall if they're
Okay.
on. But PMall, we don't have any kind of numbers or anything. We're just trying to add some stuff to social media. Now, y'all, PMall was a star of the Cajun show Swamped, and he is a fantastic guy, and he has a show on Monday nights and Thursday nights that he sells things from his bait shop. But he gets antiques, to sporting goods, to whatever you
y'all
can
should-
imagine. He has pickers that go out, like the show American Pickers. They go out and they pick up whatever, and I am so addicted. In the last 4 weeks, or the first 4 weeks in my lifetime that I haven't been on, or since I started watching it. But he's also an artist, and our home is full. We probably have more of his paintings than anybody else. But he just opened an art gallery. And it just so happened that the Saturday he opened the art gallery was when I was in Houston when my mama heart surgery didn't go well and she was in ICU, so I missed that. And then
Wait, I'm sorry to interrupt, but we have Owen Bryn all the way from Ireland.
what's up
On.
there?
He says, love the podcast.
Cheers,
Is that
Owen.
a shamrock on your cap? And Dan
Absolute
and
shamrock.
P-Mom is saying thanks and hello. So, sorry to interrupt, baby.
Absolute shamrock, and the hats I wear are Get Lucky hats. And
Show the side, turn your head. So this one's from the Mirage, and now turn the other way. We found this on our trips to Vegas. Live lucky.
Live lucky is our slogan. So
Thank you,
the,
Owen, for joining us. And I'm
Yeah.
serious, P-Mall, thank you for joining us.
So back to PMall, y'all. The show is so entertaining, but it's like a family, and he takes care of his people. And he has all his own Cajun seasonings and spices. All PMall is what it's called. PMall in Cajun means spicy, and he has the seasonings and the fish fry and the chicken fry and the ketchups and the hot sauces, the hush puppies. My wife loves the hush puppies better than anything. So he has a full line of Cajun everything. And just opened his art gallery, and I missed it, or we missed it, and we still have a load of stuff from the last several auctions I was on to go pick up. P-Mall, we love you, and Miss Vicky and your wife and everybody, we appreciate you. But P-Mall, we're just trying to shoot a little video for the Real Life Real Crime, the podcast, to put up on YouTube.
So, Shar, hush puppies are like corn dogs without the dog part, but there's
So
so
much
much,
better.
more. There's
So much
onions
better.
and like just totally different flavors and stuff like that. But
P-Mall stuff, you don't need to do anything. You read the instructions on the bag and put it in the grease or whatever, and it's that good. I mean, he's got ketchup and everything. One day we might have something like that, but if you're ever in South Louisiana, you have to go to his art gallery and bake. Only in South Louisiana can you have an art gallery and a bake shop.
kind of like you, and it's
Bait
close to
shop,
where we got
y'all,
married.
if you don't know, yeah.
Hey,
It's
Mom,
right
you
down
could
the street from where we got
Be a
married.
justice of the peace, and people can get married there too.
The bait shop, meaning they sell, I mean, it's huge down here, y'all, fishing is, and they sell everything from crickets to worms to all the different rods and reels you need to catfish nets to whatever. You imagine it, P-Mall's got it, and the best people you ever meet. We consider them family.
Jenny says Long John Silver's has hush puppies.
Yeah, well, Jenny, that's kind of like Well, I'll just save it so you come to South Louisiana, or I'll send you a package in Piedmont. How about that?
So, not to interrupt, but Shar wants to know where we are in Louisiana, and Monica Miller just joined us.
Hey, Monica. Hey,
and
Shar.
Sam says Red Lobster has hush puppies too.
Yeah. Okay. So when I was working in Salt Lake City, everybody wanted to go to the Red Lobster, and personally, I was offended. I'm not knocking it. If you don't know any better, you just don't know. But I went to the Red Lobster, and I was offended by the seafood. But of course, 2 weeks ago, we bought a sack of fresh oysters off the boat, and they've been frozen. I used to wholesale crawfish on the weekends.
We made crab traps.
Oh my God, we handmade crab traps. I had 165 crab traps that we ran. And my wife says if I don't catch it, kill it, or clean it, we don't need it. So, but y'all talk about it. It's just, I guess
It's a way of life.
comparative, right? But Red Lobster and Long John Silver's and stuff like that. I mean, you could put a gun to my head and I wouldn't go eat there. But if you don't know any better, you don't know any better. If you ever come and stay with us and you leave, you'll never go back to those places.
Christine's on.
Hey, Christine Hernandez.
Okay, so any questions?
Comments, statements. What y'all think about the episode last night? A little bit different, right? When
Monica says, Woody, I'm at an LSU softball game. I would sure like that beer about now. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers. And we spell everything down here, y'all, with an X, right? Like I posted a picture of Rue, Lady Rue Overton. That's R-O-U-X. Rue being the base for a gumbo. And when we say go, it's G-E-A-U-X. Go Tigers, Go Pro. What is it? Go
Signs is
Go Signs. Go Signs is our basically son-in-law's parents' company, and they do a lot of the artwork for LSU, etc.
Christine says she loved the episode, and Kim says she can't wait for the food. Kim's gonna get a treat. Anybody that comes to Crime Con is in for a treat.
Kim, the difference between our seafood and yours.
Hey, Katie. Sorry, this is one of the girls that I work with. Her mama, I think it's her mama that owns Sue's.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Tucker's mama. We were talking about Tucker last night. Yeah.
So, Kimberly, it's not really fair.
And Ron's on.
Ron Williams?
Yeah.
What's up, big buddy? Ron Williams, oh my God, y'all. He's the owner of Cables, C-A-B-L-Z. I wish I had my sunglasses. Ron Williams is a lifelong friend. What?
I have to butt in. Shar says your wife's doing such a good job. You're the unseen part of the duo.
Yeah, that's that. Well, she's the one that makes the magic happen, because for our patron members, she's going to put together a bloopers episode where, like, 1 week, what she has to take out of all the stuff to make the podcast presentable, if you will.
So
Back to Ron Williams, his daddy, Mr. Egger, I called him Uncle Egger, and Aunt Jean, it was his mama. And I mean, I can remember my earliest childhood days, but they had a restaurant called The Front Porch, and it was famous, world famous. I mean, destination restaurant. That's right. I can remember the helicopters flying in, Governor Edwards and all of them, and other people also. But this is in the middle of nowhere where I was raised, in this restaurant, but people would fly or drive from hours around to go to it, because Uncle Edgar and Jean were the best cooks you ever had in the world, and best people, right? And so we're lifelong friends. But Ron started Cables, C-A-B-L-Z. If you have eyeglasses, or you like me, you have Costa glasses that cost $500-600 or anything, but even these glasses, you have to get Cables, C-A-B-L-Z, and they're sold nationwide and almost any sporting goods store. But Ron, lifelong friend, and the Cables, I hang them. Literally, they hang when my sunglasses are on my face. They're hanging from my rearview mirror, and it's a medical grade deal. He won all kinds of awards, and he just came up. He's an entrepreneur. He came up with it one day. He was selling medical supplies, etc. And his glasses fell off. And he was thinking, I can do better than this. So CADLZ, and we'll share the post on it later on, and we'll share it to YouTube and everything else, because I'm telling you, this is shit. Cable's already. I can say it SHIT because it's my shit.
And Kim says that y'all would be lost without me.
Kimberlia?
Yeah.
I said, back Kimberlia, you can't compare Louisiana seafood with Florida
No,
seafood.
you would be lost without me.
Yes, I know, but
Okay.
I'm going back to my
I
state.
want to go back to me.
Are you finished? Kimberly, the difference between South Louisiana seafood and Florida seafood is they're both great, but they're fried differently. Where here we usually use a mixture of cornmeal and flour. Y'all use mostly flour. And I can, we know the boat captains here. We can go pull up and get it fresh off the boat.
All right, so since there was something else.
Hey, Angelica Gomez, your
Yeah.
husband, now John Laudermill was my first supervisor, but your husband was the first one who taught me how to run down a bad guy and catch him, because they kept getting away from me, because I was a lot heavier back then. But Danny Gomez, I think he doesn't smoke anymore, but he's smaller than me. And I had a guy get away from me in a briar patch one night, and Danny was like, no. He came in, and Danny is like a rabbit, and he's still with the sheriff's office. But he could run down a bad guy for 3 miles. And we were on a special response team together, SRT together. He could run for 3 miles and stop and smoke a half a pack of cigarettes and get up and run, and he outrun everybody on the team. So great cop, great guy, taught me a hell of a lot. And I'll always be thankful for him.
For sure. Okay, so I have a question for y'all, because we had, after Woody said sugar turns to shit, he had another phrase in this week's episode and I couldn't think of it.
I don't even realize what I'm
Shar
saying.
has a
those
good
things.
question.
What?
Where is the worst place you had to chase to find a suspect?
A couple of them. We've hit a few shit ditches in the hood, in the country hoods. They don't have the septic tanks. They don't want to pay their $2,000 or $3,000 to have their doo-doo run into a tank. So they just have these open sewage ditches that run into canals behind their house. And we've had to pursue bad guys. And John T. Wilkerson, if you ever watch this, you'll remember. The bad guys knew where they were running at nighttime through the hood. You did. When I say hood, y'all, it's not city. I'm talking about like country hood. And they knew where the clotheslines were hanging because they couldn't afford dryers.
Shar has the throw up stick.
Wait,
Sorry.
so they knew where the clotheslines were hanging. You were lucky enough not to get clipped by the clothesline and flipped. Then you kept going. They would jump the shit ditch, and you would hit the shit ditch. And then I'm gonna go ahead and tell a little quick story. John T. Wilkerson and I chasing this dude one night, and John T. hit the clothesline first, and then out of some reason I made it over the shit ditch. I saw it for the last second, and I was trying to holler at him. I was still chasing the bad guy, and John T. hit the shit ditch, full face, slid. I mean, head over heels, slid all the way down it. Well, then the guy hits the canal in the back. And I went across him, and I was able to get my hands on the other side. The motto at the time was, if I chased you, if you ran from me on foot, this is uniform patrol, if you ran from me on foot, period. If you just ran and I didn't get dirty or shit on me or anything else, you got sprayed with mace. When I caught you, you got sprayed no matter what, okay? If you ran from me and I fell down, which happened almost every time, I fell down or I got scratched or I got hurt or I went in a shit ditch, then you got sprayed and you got the stick. just telling the truth.
Okay, I'm going to back up a little bit because we have quite a few comments
Okay.
since you started. All right, so Ron says, what's going to be your next story? And he says, hey Cindy, and he says, I haven't heard the term shit ditch in a while, and he said, love it. So that's
That's
that.
from Rileyville. You know about that.
Kim says OMG. Cassie says please give us a hint, basically.
The next
Monica says I love the new episode. The only problem is that they are too short. LOL. Seems like they just start and boom, it's over.
Let me address that real quick. I run in between y'all on those. I could have made this week's longer and gone to courtroom testimony and stuff like that, which I feel like I should, but then I feel like the numbers wise, people get tired after the first episode. You don't want to hear it. But then I see all these big podcasts, if you will, that do seasons all on one thing. I mean, I've got serial killers that I could do probably 20 shows on if I broke it down by victim and stuff like that. So, I don't know. Y'all tell me what your thoughts are on that.
Yvette loves the Woodyisms. Kim says happens every time. Kimberlia. And Ron says you catch them quick, baby. And Christina Hernandez says no, I love the court stuff. Angelica says Danny still runs like a rabbit, and the goofball still smokes. And Jana Arrington says sending love from Texas.
Hey, Jana Arrington.
Shar says I'm a big true crime listener, and as long as the story is good, the length doesn't matter.
Well, hey, Shar, we really appreciate all your comments the last couple of days.
Good.
So, Shar, we really appreciate all your comments the last couple of days since we joined them. We're really glad you called in because we've been improving on the audio and stuff like that, taking listener feedback. And so, thanks for all your comments.
Cassie says I love the idea of seasons focusing on one person.
Well, so we're going to have to at some point. I just can't do it justice. I can't do it both ways. And what's unfair to y'all is what's so common for me, or what was so common for me, is beating the shit out of defense attorneys in the courtroom and all the motion to suppress I talk about in probable cause hearings and stuff, which I haven't talked about. I beat them mentally on the stand, but to me, I mean, I guess it might be interesting to y'all, the mental karate that went back and forth, and I guess I should go pull those and do them, but it was a common everyday occurrence to me, so. But I think they would really enjoy it. Like, I guess I should start pulling and working them in. Because that's going to make the episodes longer and longer.
Shar says she loved this episode because she said it was awesome because she got to hear it in the shower. Jane Arrington is from Mansfield in the DFW
Jane
area.
Arrington, how are you? Welcome.
Monica says...
Jane Arrington, I just moved out of an apartment in Farmers Branch. Of course, our home was still in South Louisiana, but I was doing contract work for I was doing contract work for a big pharmaceutical company in Dallas, Farmers Branch. So.
And Monica agrees with Shar. She wants more. She's being selfish, but she always wants more. Diana Fox says love.
Hey, Diana.
Love.
Hey, Diana, I hadn't seen you in a while.
She says, I love the soothing southern drawl as you narrate your stories.
I see Brad Truell.
Brad
watching.
Truell?
Yeah. I got it ahead of you. Hey, Brad, I did I totally forgot to plug y'all on the Blue Line Graphics. They're the ones I did it earlier on the post on Facebook, but Brad and Tanya, I'll tell you about this. Brad, when I first met him, he had a really, really good job with a road construction company that's family owned, etc. He started as a reserve for the Livingston Parish Sheriff's Office because it was so much fun. You know, people actually volunteered to do it for free. And so I was Brad's FTO, or field training officer, and then he decided he could give up the big money he was making on his other job and wanted to become full-time with Livingston. And we ended up working, I was his FTO, ended up working the road together, then the special response team, and then in detectives, and I was in his wedding. I had the honor of being in his and Tanya's wedding, and he's still in law enforcement to this day. So it's my boy right there, ride or die.
Jody Bickner's on too, my baby girl Paige's mama, other mama I should say.
So
hey Jody, thanks for joining us.
Anyway, Brad Truell, Brad and Tanya, love you so much. Blue Line Graphics, y'all. They're the ones that do all our shirts and all our stuff other than Jenny White's husband's coins. but they could do any kind of shows. If you have a group or an organization, anything, we'll hit us up. We'll give you their number, and they can set you up.
So Jana Arrington says, as a young kid, we lived in Newellton, Louisiana for 2 years and moved back to Texas. Love the show, Woody. You're kicking ass. My husband and I are in NOLA at least once a year.
Jana, when y'all come to NOLA again, for y'all that don't know, that's New Orleans, Louisiana, abbreviated. Y'all come to New Orleans again, let us know. We'd love to take y'all out for a drink or something and pick your brains about the show and stuff, just to say hi. And
can you read Brad's? Brad says, I would have been fired if it wasn't for you and a few others. Thanks for the kind words. Love y'all.
Hey Brad, every time I drive Highway 16, I come to the bad S curve. I think about you saying on the radio that night, did you just say bad ass curve? So too many memories to think about, and I knew Brad Trill could tell some stories, but back then we didn't have cameras in the car or computers, and I think we barely had cell phones, and a lot of times justice was just us. And I used to teach the young guys, you don't have to go out of your way to beat somebody's ass, because there's going to be enough legitimate bad guys you're going to actually have to fight. And but Brad, just, a true friend is someone, I've always said this, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart, a true friend is somebody you could be apart with for years and years and years, and you get back together and it's like you never missed a beat. And I know Brad True and Tanya too, and I don't like that. So you get in the heat of the battle and stuff that we dealt with, and you form a special bond.
Brad says, LOL, just passed out laughing just now, remembering that one.
The badass curve,
Yeah.
And I said badass, but it came out badass.
And Christine says, I missed it. Where are you guys at?
We're at a little hole-in-the-wall Mexican restaurant in Gonzales, Louisiana.
But the name of it is, it's a hole in the wall, but it's our favorite. Janet Arrington says, I'm totally blushing over here. Thank you for showing that Southern hospitality.
Shoot, Janet, you come down and look, you're only in New Orleans, we're 40 minutes from traffic from downtown New Orleans. We have the best of all the worlds. We're 40 minutes from Baton Rouge. We're 40 from New Orleans. And we get to live in the swamp on an island. Can't beat that shit. So, but yeah, call us when you come down. We're absolutely going to have a drink, I promise you. And Janet, Crime Con's in New Orleans this year, and we're going to be there. So that's June the 6th or the 9th or something like that.
Christine says she loves hole in the walls, the very best food.
Absolutely. We almost don't do chain restaurants.
Unless it's a locally owned chain restaurant,
Yeah,
like Don's is for us.
or walk-ons will do, because we own the buildings that at least the headquarters from.
But I'm gonna do a tour of our home at some point, because going back to P-Mall.
P-Mall still on?
I think so.
Okay.
All of our home is decorated in P-Mall paintings. Our whole bottom floor is P-Mall.
3 people I want to give shout outs to
Or
P-Mall.
Starbucks.
P-Mall.
Yes, we live at that doesn't count. That's coffee.
I haven't had Starbucks in a while, but I did post about it last night.
If I could have it every day, I would.
Yeah, but P-Mall, who's P-Mall's Bait Shack and now art gallery. Ron Williams, the owner and inventor of Cables, and then Brad and Tanya Truel, who have Blue Line Graphics. People right there, y'all.
Bye, Yvette. Yvette's got to go.
Bye, Yvette. Thanks for joining.
So what were we going to say about them?
All right. Love them. Mad love. I'm actually going to do...
Hey, Jackie. Holly's Jackie.
Hey, Jackie. I'm gonna show what cables are one day so they can understand the product for Ron, and then P-Mall will show his artwork and food products, etc. And of course, Brad and Tanya Truel rocking right here, RLRC, designed and printed by Blue Line Graphics. we have all the different colors. We have the police version with the line through it, and then we have the fast mics. Let me show yours. I want to show the fast mic. There it is, Real Life, Real Crime. That's one of our other designs.
They asked earlier what your next episode was going to be. I know you.
See, I fight with that, y'all, all the time because I don't know whether to go big or go home, right? And I have so many great, interesting stories, but then I think I have some like really stories that y'all would have heard of, but I don't want to do those yet until I figure out this whole season thing, right? Because the big stories, that's a commitment. Not because I can't do it, but because it's going to be episode after episode after episode. What if you get bored with it?
Sorry. I was trying
You're
to read
upside down.
Ron's.
Your lights,
You're fine.
your lights on my face.
I don't know how to get the light off because.
Okay. So
Thank you,
I need
Sam.
I need y'all's feedback, y'all. Like I don't listen to true crime stuff. I mean, like, to me, it's like going to work. Other than Cambo in Australia, that dude was funny as shit. And we listened to 1096 Crime Chicks because Amy Derrick was so great at giving us advice and support in the beginning. But I don't know. I can continue to do stories like John Priest and different things, or I can get into some really big stuff, right? But the big stuff is commitment for y'all as a listener, not for me. I mean, I'm gonna tell it either way, but I mean, you're talking about, it might be 20 episodes. Do you want to hear about the same asshole for 20 episodes? I mean, y'all have to let me know.
Okay, so Christine says she loves the pink, and Ron says, "Oh man, I didn't know you had shirts. Where do I order?" Sam said realliferealcrime.com. It's actually for the shirts. It's rlrcpodcast.com.
Or you can go to our website, which is www.realliferealcrime.com. There's a link on there to the store.
And then Kim says she'll come to your secretary. She'll come to your secretary and interview people. And Jenny says Cambo is hilarious.
Yeah,
And
Camo was funny, dude. I was listening the other day, and he was talking about some sex offender got out of jail, and he's got the heavy Australian accent. He said, "And fuckity fuck." Pardon my French, y'all, but I mean, it shocked me also. But
Diana Fox says, "Love the pink with the pink." Thank y'all, Woody. Something is what is my northern. Thanks y'all, Woody says is what my northern colored cousins call me. I can't read this going up too fast.
that's right, Ron. RealLifeRealCrime.com, and it should have a link on there to the store. And we're kind of a little bit behind on that page, Ron, on posting all the extra photographs and stuff that we were doing originally from the homicide locations and stuff like that. But Ron Williams, obviously he's our member of the crew, or he wouldn't be on this video. Y'all, we didn't share this video to the regular Facebook page. We just did it for fans, friends, and crew, KREWE, which is a Louisiana term, play on the word CREW. Started 100-something years ago with the Mardi Gras parades. Each parade is run by a crew, KREWE.
Danette McAvoy says she would listen to you read a phone book. So 1 episode or 20 episodes, bring it on. I told you. I've been telling Woody for years. Doesn't matter what he says, his voice is everything. He didn't believe me.
Yeah. Anyway, so thank you. What is the net?
Kim wants to know if we're having a parade.
We always have a parade. We have our own parade without having to do it. And the best thing about it is you don't have to pay $300, Kim, that other people are joining in. And it's called a second line in New Orleans. Everybody off the street just jumps in for no reason.
Yes,
So-
Ron. Thank you so much. Ron shared it on his Facebook page, our page.
Oh, cool. Well,
Thank
then,
you so
hey,
much.
well, I'm gonna do the same for you, brother. You know, I've been a supporter of you forever. Really, not just because I've known you forever. Let me tell you something. Ron Williams is like the biggest dude you'll ever meet. I mean, he's got to be 6'7" in guns like you wouldn't believe. And I remember being a little boy. I mean, not that I'm not much younger than him, but I remember looking up at him like this giant, right? And so I didn't run. What I didn't realize until I saw some pictures of Uncle Edgar just a little while back, I didn't know Uncle Edgar had big guns like you did. I didn't remember his guns, but I remembered your guns. And I remember you telling me a story about you were in some bar room somewhere and you hit a guy as hard as you could, and he just turned his head, turned back around and smiled at you. And you said you knew you were in trouble then, and I was thinking, if you can hit a guy as big as you are and he doesn't go down, yeah, you might get murdered. So.
And Kim says, yes, we're having a parade.
Yeah, well, we have a parade wherever we go.
Listen, there we go. Diana Fox says, I tell my friends, listen early, Woody's soothing voice, put me right to sleep or murder me now. Part
You go.
Part 3 had to start over when I woke up.
That's, I mean, I guess it says something about the voice, huh, Diana, when a guy's getting put to death and you fall asleep. And, but that's cool, y'all. Hey, just, we just want to do a little bit of video today, and we're going to try to do it. My wife and I have a date day every Saturday because we don't get to see each other during the week. Especially now, she's editing every day, and I'm doing whatever I do, which isn't much usually, but
We're not going to say what he does.
yeah.
Mama had a second line at the funeral. Yep,
Yeah.
we look alike, and you look like Mr. Lee. Man,
Yeah.
this is taking me home. Keep it up.
I'm gonna post that picture I saw of Uncle Edgar with his guns, and I was like, "Holy smoke!" It's the first time I ever. I guess because you were so much taller than he was, and your mama, such a beautiful lady. I mean, y'all, these are my,
These are your old.
we were so much closer with their family than we were any of our cousins or aunts or whatever. This is how we roll down here. If you like them, you love them, right? And just a lot of history.
Jenny says she loves the video, and Cassie Wallace says she loves my laugh. It's making her laugh.
Cassie Wallace, you make me laugh every day. You post some crazy shit. But I guess I might be the only one who gets it. So,
No, I get it too. We all get it.
Anyway, so we're going to do Ron Williams and Cables. We're going to do P-Mall.
What is Rural King? Kim says she's off. Her husband brought her to Rural King.
I don't know. That must be a mid-Florida thing. All right. I'm going to tell y'all this. Please continue to do what you're doing on the sharing stuff, y'all. It's stupid. I bet you, if I log out of this right now, I bet you we did another 1,000 today.
So Diana Fox, not to interrupt you, but while you look that up, Diana Fox says, "Keep the date day, keep the marriage strong. I can see you're getting groupies. Y'all sound like a power couple." And Sam said, "Bye to Kim."
Body cam?
Bye to Kim.
Body cam. I'm like, oh, can't. It looks like we got a hurricane coming in, but it's just bad weather. But anyway, back to y'all. We appreciate each and every one. I appreciate each and every one of you. It's unheard of, y'all. 176 downloads a month is in the 50% range, and that's considered to be doing really well. We're doing over 1,000 a day. We did one day last week. We did almost 2,600 downloads in a day. So I think it's a testament to our unique approach, which is law enforcement telling about the crimes that actually work. Because all these true crime podcasts, the reason I'm listening to them, I'm not saying they're not great or whatever, but I know about all the serial killers. I don't need to hear somebody read me some shit they found off of Google or whatever. I mean, I just don't need it. One of the reasons I like 1096 Crown Chicks because they actually had some cases that I didn't know about. But again, and they did work the case personally. I'm telling you about blood, sweat, and tears that I brought to these cases, or my friends brought to these cases. It was something that we did unique, and I think that's what people already know. And you can say it's the voice, you can say it's whatever. I'm telling you, it's people love. I've always said people love blood, sex, and drugs, right? And so we have the
Sam
blood.
says preach.
We have the blood. Some episodes we have the sex. We haven't gotten into drugs yet, though. I have lots of stories about that also. But I think it's a unique perspective, telling the story from an actual cop's standpoint, which is huge. I mean, I don't want to hear somebody else read about something they read about or somebody told them about it and they went Google and read about it. Okay? You know, I'm not Nancy Stern or whatever their names are. But anyway, y'all are the ones that are killing it, and I mean, I can't say viral. I don't know what the definition of viral is, but I can tell you that we're smoking it. That's because of y'all. We love each and every one of you. Thank you for taking the time. I mean, we're just trying to shoot a little video. We're trying to be more accessible to the fans, and it's a lot better if I'm not doing it drunk by myself. If my wife take the pictures for me. So anyway, please continue to like and share, and that's how we're going to get it out there. And one day we'll be the Sword and Scales or the whatever, I don't know, or the True Crime Garages, whatever. I'm not knocking what these guys do, but we're gonna continually strive to be better. And we're going to prove the quality of the show, whether it's from the editing standpoint or the material standpoint, or my job as a storyteller, and we will always be responsive to our fans. That's a fact. So
Jane says, I agree with you. It's a completely new aspect to that other podcasts are not giving. Jenny says, kept me on my ass for 45 minutes. Brad says, I confirmed the stories. Was a blast being in the trenches with this guy. He's speaking the truth with these cases. Christine says, I agree.
So the other thing I want feedback from y'all on, put it in your thinking hat, besides the seasons, and I still don't know what defines a season, other than working the one serial killer for how long, is having guests on the show, interviews. I love Brad Truel. I can promise you he could tell you stories that I haven't thought about in 20 years. And other people, you know, what do you think about that? I mean, when I did listen to a couple of the True Crime podcasts, they had these people talking back and forth over each other and trying to make, you know, shitty jokes about things and stuff. I didn't really get that, but evidently a lot of people like that. So what do you think about having guests on? Because I could bring somebody on that really make it interesting for you. So you think my accent's bad. So y'all think about those things and let us know.
So Diana says, y'all ever have a date day at Tickler's Bar? Say hi to my son-in-law, Chris Roberts. Entertainer there and great guy. Love Louisiana, Baton Rouge, their home. Love hearing about places around NOLA.
Diana, we're going to look up Ticklers. I swear to you, we'll look up Ticklers when we're done here today.
And Jenny says one at a time. I'm assuming she's talking about guests. Christine says yes. I vote for guest. Danette McAvoy says. Cassie Wallace says yes, guest.
Okay.
Jenny
that's what you
Wyatt
want. That's
says
what you
we
get.
think your accent is good. And Judy Stokely says yes.
Okay, so let me ask you this question about guests. I have guests, whether it's victims' families or other cops or witnesses. That's a big deal. So I mean, like, I guess I need to know what you want to hear from your guests. The cop aspect, the victims aspect, or is it preferential, or you just don't care? And if we do that, I mean, how long's the episode? I mean, just on that. Because we're bringing a guest on, we're going into that.
Jenny says yes.
We love you, Jenny White. Anyway, so y'all
And
think
yes,
about it.
Jane Arrington says yes to all of the above.
Think about it because we are rookies at it, and
Jeanette, all of the
I
above.
want to give you what you want to hear.
Cassie says all of the above.
Okay.
And Christine says all of it.
All right, so I'm gonna tell y'all real quick. I know there's a couple people on, but my dream team moderators, they rock, and they're from around the world. We have. I'm not looking at anything. I'm gonna tell you off the top of my head. We have Kimberly in Florida. We have Cassie Wallace from Bowling Green, Kentucky. We have Christina Hernandez from, I think, San Diego, California. Christina, that's one of the most beautiful places in the world. And I don't even like California except for San Diego. Y'all don't know her, but we have Rachel Franzen from Alaska who started the page. Jenny White, my huge California friend and fan.
Yvette.
Oh yeah, Vet, also another California, right? Vet, Shauna from Australia. I can't remember everybody, but you know, Sam Cross from Dallas, Texas. You know what? Sam's a no nonsense kind of lady. She's like, okay, boom. I mean, not that anybody else is, but Sam's done a lot for me as far as she's real direct and real to the point. But you know what? Each member of the dream team does something special. They all have their own strengths, and you put it together. Thank you. They put it together and we rock it. I'm telling you, they're killing it. They're blowing it up.
Diana Fox just said, Jillian Lanier rocks. One of your biggest fans introduced me to the podcast. So glad. And Cassie Wallace says, Karen. We forgot about Karen.
Oh well, we just
She's
added
so
Karen.
new.
Karen
But she's not new.
Ortolano.
She's so old, she's not.
I've known her my entire police career. She's the one that ran the jail. Jenny, who else am I forgetting?
Ron says he loves the guest idea, and Christine says yes, Karen.
But if I forgot somebody, just color me stupid.
It won't be the last
It's not
time.
intentional. Yeah, I'm bad with names anyway. So we appreciate y'all. You have any
more questions? guys?
questions or complaints or gripes or
We could
whatever?
just set this on the
This
table and
week's
you can just-
episode, I think it's going to be a couple-part episode. It's going to tell about fucking stupid criminals. I'm sorry, I'm watching. Pardon my French. I always say prisons are full of dumb criminals. It's hard to catch smart ones. Okay, so you're going to get two things this week. Patron members, you're going to get the mini episode, which is tier 2 and up. I might throw in 2 stories on that mini episode, but everybody else you're going to get a
Jenny
story.
keeps saying Shauna, so say Shauna. She said it like 5 times already.
Shauna BL from Australia, who hooked us up with Cambo, and she's awesome. She does her own thing. She's kind of quiet. Hey, look, you know what? You don't have to blow it up to be a dream team moderator, right? I mean, I know what y'all are doing. If y'all don't hear it, if we have our own little private group text also, the dream team, etc. Hey, just because those people aren't on there doesn't mean they're not doing something special. And I appreciate and love each and every one of them. So, but this week, you're going to get patron members, you're going to get the mini episode. It's going to be in depth. And then the following week, you'll get your full bonus episode, tier 3 and above. And then the story this week I'm going to go with is just about stupid ass criminals, but it's a murder. It's a pretty bad murder. But anyway, so the more interesting after the murder is the case that develops and the stupidity of the criminal. Anything?
No more after Shauna.
Okay, we'll give it a minute. Thank y'all. Appreciate you. Our son has prom tonight, and we got to get home before this weather breaks. And we love you. Thank you for tuning in. This is basically feed for YouTube and whatever else the ladies can put it on, the Dream Team can put it on.
I'm scrolling through comments. Jenny Wyatt says going to the state of Jefferson soon, maybe breaking up California.
Missed it on that.
And then I'm just scrolling down to see if I missed anything. All of the above, all of the above, all of the above.
Love you, Sam. Love you, Cassie,
Yeah.
Jenny, Christine, everybody. Hey, thanks for joining, y'all. This is just a video for, like we said, YouTube and whatever else y'all can share it on, because I don't know how to do it. And
Thank y'all so much for joining us. If you have questions, we're hanging on just to make sure, because last time we cut too short before all the questions came through. So as y'all say bye, we'll see the numbers dwindle down.
all right, so what I'm gonna do is cut out now and tell you I love you and I appreciate you. I promise you, Dream Team, you hang in there. When we hit it, you're gonna hit it
Sam
too.
wants a Ron story.
Oh my God, Ron is a bad dude and a good-looking guy.
But before you start,
Yeah.
Dara says, "Oh, you guys are great. Thank you for putting so much into this."
Dara,
is
thank
it.
you for taking the time out of your
That's right.
Saturday and listening to us. All right, and if there's anything we can do better or whatever, let us know.
Sam says not now in the interview. That
Oh.
would be good.
Okay, yeah. You know what? Ron can tell you how bad I was when I was a little boy, and how much. I mean, he's been so successful as an entrepreneur, and lives in Alabama now. But brother from another mother, again, goes back to my saying how you can be apart for so many years. It's like you never missed a beat.
Jenny says she's going to watch for the pick of Uncle Edgar.
Actually, it's Edgar. I probably said it wrong. Edgar.
Edgar.
I thought you said.
Edgar.
Okay.
Uncle Edgar.
All right, so I'm talking about these. You can't. This is for steroids for a minute, Jenny. These boys just have genetically arms that are bigger than my legs. So look them up. CABLZ. I think it's a little hyphen on the Z.
Jenny, he's
It has-
friends with us on Instagram too.
Yeah, look them up on Facebook though. The CABLZ. And let me tell you something. If you have glasses or expensive sunglasses, you got to check these products out because it's just amazing. I would never buy an expensive pair of glasses or sunglasses. I didn't need glasses back then, but sunglasses because I would always lose them. You would never lose them with cables, and that's guaranteed. Love y'all. Hold the camera for a minute and see if anything comes up.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Real life, real quick.
Oh, I didn't see you, Matt. I'm sorry. Thank you for tuning in, Matt. I know, that's exactly, Jenny, what I was just thinking. Who's going to hang up first? I mean, y'all can stay on. I was going to interrupt Woody and say we can just put this on for date day. Y'all can just watch us during date day. It's pretty funny. Y'all have a great day. Thank y'all so much for joining us. Kind of putting this up on the chips. My hand's got a cramp in it. I love you. No, I love you. No, I love you. That's what it reminds me of. It's like teenage kids that don't. Oh, no, you hang up first. No, you hang up first. Peace. Okay, we've still got 4 on. I don't know if that's 2 from me and Woody or who's not wanting to hang up. 3. Forward.
I got like the finishing nail, just like tack myself back in. This one.